Kuroneko Network. What's good, everybody? This is Kuroneko here for the Kuroneko Network, and we're back for another WOTA Wednesday, episode 29 of season 2. We are here. This time, we are focusing on the Rizsta protagonist herself, Ririka Uemura. Let's check it out and see just what we got. You know, when it comes to acting, some people are given roles and they make it theirs. Some people are just born to play certain roles, and then some people just live that role of that character. I feel like Ririka is that one. She just lives that role, and I think that's what makes Rizsta Top of Artists so awesome. Even though Rion and Shota are my favorite two characters on the show, clearly they are playing a role. As I mentioned in my Rion video, she played the role so well, I thought that was her. But with Riri, it's not too hard to see just how she got into that role. Because, yeah, Miyu and Ririka are pretty much the same person. And that's not a bad thing at all. In fact, that's a great thing because, shameless plug, in the new Netflix adaptation of One Piece, the guy they have playing Luffy, Iñaki, just lives that role. Like, even when they answer the questions, I'm like, this guy was just meant to be Luffy. He is Luffy. And Ririka is the same way with Miyu. To be honest, when they first announced it, I didn't care about Ririka Akari at all because I'm like, Making Powers is my favorite show at the time, and they cut it in half to add this goofy dancing show, and I'm like, I don't care. Make me care about them. And that's exactly what they did. They made me care. Because now, Riri is one of my favorite members in all of Lucky Lucky. I'm like, you know what? Yes, I don't know why I was so upset at first. Well, I do know it's Making Powers, but Rizsta Star is just as good, if not maybe better than Making Powers. Before I knew it, I was consuming every piece of content I could find with Ririka in it. I was just waiting to have full 30-minute episodes of Rizsta Star. As much as I was a fan of Making Powers, I was like, hey, can we end this so we can get 4 Rizsta Star episodes? That's the effect that she had. As a longtime Idol fan, it's a bit hard for me to accept new additions to any group that I love the dynamics of the way that they are. So the fact that they added 3 members during the Rizsta Star phase, and I like all 3 of them, means they did a really good job. And of those 3, yes, Riri is my favorite of the 3 that they added. Going forward, I would like to see more of her acting skill, and a part of me is kind of upset that we didn't get superheroes out of them because, again, at the karaoke, they went with Rizsta Star, which is more like dancing. I kind of want to know what kind of a magical girl, like what motif they would have went with this time, and just seeing her advertise whatever toy they're using, baton or whatever, to use their new powers. I kind of want to see what that would look like. I don't know, some kind of flower powers or something. I think when I think of Ririka, I mean, she's Bellossom on the Pokemon video. But I said it once and I'll say it again. We need a Garugaku live action sequel. Like Lucky Stars didn't have every member because the other 3 members were not in Lucky Stars. So how about a sequel and we get that live action kind of how we had Garugaku with Girls. Now let's have Garugaku 2 Lucky Stars live edition or whatever they'll call the live action version. And let's get a new drama with all 9 of them because I want to see more acting from them. And I really want to see the full range of Ririka's acting because that is my favorite. Well, one of my favorite things about it is her acting. Of course, I can't end a Ririka video without mentioning dancing, which is her strongest point. I know I make the joke about several other members saying that they're secretly the best dancer in the group, and there is still one that I think probably is. But if I had to name a best dancer in the group right now from what we've seen, I'd probably have to give it to Riri. Yeah, she just seems to have a bigger range. I've seen her do all different types of dance. And I'm like, yeah, she might be very well Lucky Lucky's best dancer. Kind of unrelated, but I feel like they missed a chance to have a dance off between Honoka and Miyu and Rizsta Star at some point. That would have been awesome. But we got the love powers thing, and I'm cool with that. But I kind of want them to like be in their super suits and have a dance off. But whatever. So yeah, there we have it. Ririka Uemura. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan of Riri? If you're not, let me know. I know I say this all the time, but I am confused. There are certain members I can't imagine someone hating them or not being a fan. So if you legitimately just do not like Riri for whatever reason, I'm willing to listen and hear this out. Please drop that comment because that's interesting to me. Until next time, this is Kuroneko Near for the Kuroneko Network saying be you, be true, be human. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bibito Kata.